What is your favorite hockey team, or who's your favorite hockey team?
Well, that's difficult to say.
It doesn't have to be NHL. It could be whatever team that just comes to your mind, to your heart. I mean, that's what it comes down to.
Yeah. I think my favorite team is the Danish team.
Oh, the Danish team itself?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
the national team.
I was, in fact, before I got the job as the program director in the radio, I was a volunteer there, working with sports, and I was broadcasting every match from this team in 7 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I really love this team. It's very close to my town where I'm living. So it's Frederikshavn Whitehawks. That's my favorite team.
They played in the World Tournament, don't they? Was it around March? Oh, actually, no, in April, I believe. Did they play in the World Tournament? You know, make it?
It's some years ago. Last time they had the Danish championship is 2000. So we are needing a.
You need a little boost, eh?
But I would say that I have also big respect for Detroit Red Wings.
Oh,
fantastic team. But okay, if I should pick a team here in the North America, it would probably be Edmonton Oilers, and they are not handling so well these days. It was better before. So,
well, they're not scoring as much, that's for sure.
No,
I just saw the game last night. I think they no, they lost last night there, but I know what you mean. But that's the thing. Do you guys follow the NHL that close?
Yeah,
really. How about the KHL? I mean, some of the teams over in Russia, or they're trying to expand in towards your way.
Yeah.
Have you ever followed those teams like out in the Red Army or the?
No, we are following the teams in the National Hockey League, yeah, because also some Danish players here now. The Danish team,
oh, really?
Not only table hockey, but also Danish ice hockey is developing. For example, we have a good player in the Montreal Canadiens, so that means that a lot of Danes now know about the Montreal Canadiens. Wow. It's funny to go to Montreal also and play the tournament arranged by Pierre Chastanet, because you can go into the city center and see this place where see all the stones, and it's amazing. That's really
another mecca, you know, other than Toronto maybe. Yeah, I know. I'm. Yeah, Pierre, I'll talk to you later. I'm thinking about me and another guy going to Montreal, just because, well, number one, Pierre is a real cool guy. I talked to him in the past, and the thing is, I'm thinking I got some vacation time to finally go there.
Yeah, and this season and the next season is very special, because this is edition number 10 of the Rose Bowl Classic. Next season it will be the Canadian Masters. Really? So he's also changing there. I think that's good.
It's very creative.
Yeah, also because Canadian Masters, oh, that really sounds of something. Canadian Masters of table hockey in Montreal. That's a must. You must go there to such a tournament. So I think that a lot of things is happening in the international table hockey environment.
Well, it's good to see that there's still some, I don't want to call Pierre an old timer, but the things are still plugging along, and it's really, I mean, I've talked to him, and he's a really cool guy. So, I mean, yeah, for me, just that, you know, beforehand I was thinking, you know, how do I want to do all this tournament stuff, but now, like I say, just meeting guys, you know, like you and all that, I mean, it makes it worthwhile. I mean, it's
but I also
cool.
think it's because every country is having a history. The history in my country is not that big, so we had the chance to build it up in the right way from the beginning. We have not had that many fights against each other, and that's really important, because there's a lot of nice guys that you want to just spend your time with.
Yeah, just hang out.
Yeah. And that's the way. It's important that you learn to know that, and also from the beginning, when the young guys are coming, they shall feel a need to come again. Oh, I want to meet that guy again. I want to talk with him again and play with him again. That's really important to find out how you build that up.
Yeah, that's the trick there, is trying to build that camaraderie. And you meet a lot of people, that's for sure. Who is your favorite professional hockey player?
In table hockey?
Just regular hockey right now.
Regular hockey. Yeah, oh, that's a difficult one for me. There are many great players. I love to see the World Championship, and I always hope that the best players can go, but I know that there's always...
Well, with the NHL it makes it a little tough there, but then usually some of the guys that are taken out of the playoffs, usually some of the best guys, like, well, when Washington was eliminated early, they had Ovechkin and
sometimes it's a shame that we are thinking about people as legends after they have quit. Because there are a lot of active legends. And of course, Wayne Gretzky is a fantastic player that you're always thinking about that name. You know,
so that's a name that's even hit in Europe, huh?
Yeah, a lot, yeah.
No Maltsev, no Titov, what else? Or Trechak, yeah.
Yeah, but there are also a lot of great players now. You know,
that's true.
It's
keeps on
a big one, I think. Yeah.
Well, you came up with a good question. Who's your favorite table hockey player?
That's definitely Ronnie Nutsonen from Finland.
I actually saw him online finally to see what the guy. He's a young guy, isn't he?
There's a lot of things that I like about him. I like the way he acts towards other people. He always seems very friendly. Of course, he can also be stressed. He wants to win tournament, but he's very relaxed, and he's trying to make the games look in a nice way. And he has a lot of different tricks. I really like that. It's really nice to see him playing, and then you can have a chat with him between the matches. He's very relaxed, and I like that very much.
Does he speak English? Or,
yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm just curious because, like I say, I mean, someday I want to go once to a tournament. I don't know where it's going to be, if it'll be Moscow or somewhere in Eastern Europe or even or in Scandinavia, but you know, just that, just try it once and see how it goes. I was wondering how, I know that everybody's speaking all their native languages and all that stuff, I would assume, but the thing is that if there's one guy who can speak English, it would help.
Yeah.
At least for a guy like me. Unfortunately, I haven't had enough time with English.
Yeah. But I must also say that the player who attended the US Open in 2010, Edgar Seitz from Latvia, is also a very good player.
What are you talking about, Edgar's?
Yeah, he's playing so fastly, it's extreme.
I hate him in the playoffs. In a way, I'm glad. In a way, I'm sort of sad I never got to play him. But I know he would have had my handed to me. I know that. Yeah. I just saw him just practicing.
He's a fantastic player. Fantastic.
He's pretty young too, isn't he? He's like 20. He's college age.
The best players are young players. That's, for example, the two I mentioned: Axelsen from Finland, Axelsen from Latvia, Galuso from Russia, Sakharov brothers from Russia. And in fact, there's only, I think, one player who really has a chance to win of the older players who has a chance to win the World Championship. That is Hans Österman from Sweden.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's the name I heard in the past.
He's also very tactical player and good center moves and so on. It's good that you're able to make the center moves, but sometimes in the very big tournaments, it's only about center moves, and I think that's not so funny to watch. Yeah, it's important to see. And funny to see other tricks than just that. But I know that when the very best players are meeting each other, they have to do that because it's getting very, very tactical.
It's like a chess match, really.
Yeah, sometimes it is. It's also good to see other tricks.
Well, the other thing is, it's interesting watching the tapes there between, what was it? It was another Latvian that played against Ronnie in the tournament. I think it was in Moscow last year.
It was Hatisilis.
Oh, it was? Yeah. Thing is that I see how they play against other people. But when I saw them play against each other, it seemed like there was a bit of respect between the two. And they were trying their shots, but a lot of things were not working. It was like, okay, I stop this, I shoot this, no, I stop that. And it's like, the scores were pretty damn close when you think about it. They weren't like obscene, like 10-9 or something like that. It was pretty damn close games.
Hatisilis is a very special player. He can be number 40 in Norway, and he can beat Ronnie in the final of Moscow Cup. He's really a fantastic player, but I think he is motivated more when there's something to play about, for example, prize money, so he can win something there. Wow. Also, when there's in the biggest tournament in Latvia, Riga Open, there's always a lot of things to play about. It can be a big screen, a television or something, and then he's very motivated. So he's also a great player, but it's up and down. You know?
Well, I mean, that's the thing. I guess motivation. That's just the human condition, pretty much.
Yeah, but we all know it. Sometimes you're very motivated, and other times you're not.
Well, this is a question I'm going to have to be specific on. Do you have the least favorite professional hockey player?
No.
No?
No, I haven't.
Really? Never get mad at a guy that said he saw some guy do some dirty trick or something like that, or as a dirty player or anything like that? Really?
Well, you know, in ice hockey, that it is a tough sport. And we all know that if you are going to have the best team, you must have some technical players who can do the tricks, but you must also have someone who can stop the others from doing the tricks. I would like to see a very fair game with a lot of nice goals, but you know, the purpose for you is to stop me if we're playing against each other.
So, sometimes we do it at all costs, that's for sure. I understand. I was going to say, in table hockey, what was your most memorable game and when did it happen? I mean, basically, since you've been playing in the circuit, you had like a game you always remember, or like those, like the Soviet Montreal game back in the 70s, or the so-called greatest game of all time. Have you ever had any game that you felt like was like that for you?
Yes, I have.
Your moment of truth or whatever?
In Swedish Masters this year, 2011, I was playing against Hatisilis in the first round of playoff, and I beat him 4-0. So that was amazing for me, because I remembered when I was standing against him, you know, okay, Silis, that's impossible. He is so good, I cannot win. And then I won the first match. Oh, now I have one match. And then I won the second and the third one. It was unbelievable for me. So it was really, it was the time of my life in table hockey.
Wow, awesome.
And then I had Ronnie Nutunen in the quarterfinal, and that was difficult.
So well, if you're running to him in the quarterfinals, man, it must be one stacked deck there. I would say that's a very nasty tournament, that's for sure. Do you have any rivals in your league or tournament play at all? I mean, I'm not talking about, like somebody you hate, like the Red Wings and Avalanche or something like that, but more like, a person that you get up for, somebody you like to play that you feel like, that you like to win, or you feel, what I mean, I'm trying to describe a rival.
Yeah, I think in Denmark there are two players who are worst opponents. That's my girlfriend, Annette Engel.
Hey, that's the best type.
Yeah, the best young guy right now, Anders Stodensi. They are very good players in Denmark.
Really?
There are also other young guys, but the difference between them and Anders is that Anders, he has continued to play since he began in 2005, where he was 11 years old. There are other great guys in Danish table hockey, but they need to decide, will I play or not? You cannot just dream about being the best. You must play in order to be the best.
Play, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
You can't just do it. In order to, you got to play the pay.
Yeah, and then I must say I have also respect for a player. It's also in Denmark a player called Michael Toft Nielsen. He is 46 years old, and he started when he was 40 years old or 39 years old, and it's difficult because you need to practice a lot more in order to be good if you're beginning when you are 39 instead of when you are 15 or 11. So he is struggling with it, and he makes some results now, and that's good to see for him.
Awesome.
Because everyone has the possibility.
Well, it's good that you got a lot of countrymen that you have a lot of competitiveness. Because, like I say, I know it's like here in the United States, you see a lot of that between certain people here, which is like Kent and Reggie. That was a death match.
Amazing, and it was very good to see that Kent won this one, I think, because Grady normally wins.
Oh, really? Yeah, I seen Reggie. It seemed like he's the top guy over in Edmonton there. But Kent is sort of on the heels there a lot of times, and I mean, I guess I check their stats every so often online. They're like sometimes he's fourth, sometimes he's second.
Yeah.
They're sort of like 1 and 2 there. So.
Yeah.